Okay, let's make sure I got this set up correctly. Let's turn it down just a little bit more. Make sure I don't blast myself the whole time with music. Okay, there we go. That might have went down too far. Too many knobs and dials. Too many. I don't always remember what all of them do. Good morning. Good morning, Sundre. How are you? How was the convention? Ah, that looks so cool. I saw all the pictures that you posted and stuff like that. It looked amazing. It looks like so much fun. So much fun. I do need to pick your brain about who you get your stuff manufactured by at some point. It was great. Aw, that's good. Hopefully you had some good sales and stuff too. It was definitely worth it. Hello, Sunny. Yes, I'll let you know. Yay, I'm excited. Yeah, I want to hopefully, as the time goes on and I start to understand a little bit more of like the events and things like that, slowly move into having some more manufactured stuff. Not as much handmade things would be. It's kind of like I'm trying to figure out what the balance is between the two things. Do I continue just to hand make all of the stuff, which is fine? Or do I switch over to manufacturing and have some stuff produced? I don't know. Does it work out pretty a little of both? Yeah, combat maybe. Does it work out pretty well for you? Like, does it produce enough that you pay for your booth spots and stuff like that, and a little bit of extra at the end? Yes? Oh, okay, cool. I thought so. I mean, I wouldn't see how when your stuff is freaking amazing. It's cute as all buttons, to be honest. So if it didn't, I'd be shocked and surprised. That's the crazy part. Oh, I can show you. Here, I'll show you the video. Where is your video? I can show you my stuff here. Aha! Let's go back to our video. This was my convention from a couple weeks ago. This is our setup here. Yay, look at that. Nice little table. Our little covering, our little banners and stuff like that. But here's our photos with our characters that I put together, a little banner thing. So everything that you've seen here, I built all this myself. So the little overhang thing with our banner on it, I built all that and put it together, figured out how to attach it to the tables and stuff like that. This little box I built that actually has an iPad in it, an old like 30 pin dock connector iPad that kind of runs all of my social media videos on it. I built that. We did like a little decoupage thing on the tray here for all of our little goodies. Let's see, what else is there? I've got some postcards that I made that I put together. I print these all out and cut them myself. I may want to get those printed by somebody else at some point, but right now they work pretty good. If you look in the back there, little guy, between the little phone charms and the postcards, there's a coloring page that I made that we had a little one-off for people and kids that came by. It was kind of fun. Yeah, here's some phone charms that I made. I did these all on shrink plastic and then cut them out and sanded them and put the little clear resin coats on them and stuff like that. So we have a bunch of those available. Of course, books, lots and lots of books to be able to sell. And then these are my business cards up here at the top of the video. And I have a bunch of different ones because they actually double as stickers as well. So the card in the background, the black and white, that's the main part with information. And then it's got a couple little cuts in it so that this 2x2 square sticker fits in there. So little little fun giveaway thing. People were really excited about taking business cards when they knew it was a sticker as well. They're like, oh, cool. And it's like, yeah, look through them because there's a bunch of different colors, different styles, and stuff like that too. So that was a fun little thing for people to go through and check out. We had some pins, some magnets, some keychains, bookmarks. There's another postcard there. Some earrings. Well, we've got more in the video. I'll show you a little bit more detailed stuff, but all kinds of different things, all handmade. There we go. There's our little keychains. We've got some stickers, a bunch of different types of stickers there. Lots of fun stuff. Let's see, switch to our other side here. We've got some pins. These are rectangle pins. These are little circle pins, all the same. And I built this little spinning rack and stuff too. So like I'm using all of my skills, all of my woodworking skills, all of my crafting skills, all of my art and design skills. Like I went ham on a lot of this stuff for sure. There's our magnets there, and I'd had a couple Gundam fan art stuff that I put together that I put out there as well. Some more mini stickers here. We got some earrings. Let's go in. Yeah, let's look at here's some earrings. We've got some different ones with him like in his little wizard hat. We've got some spirits here. I think we have some bats down here. We've got Buttons eating some snacks. Some bees, all kinds of different stuff. And then back over to the other side for the other pictures of the animals. That was probably the hit of the entire convention, was the pictures, because everybody would come by and want to be like, oh, the black kitty, or you know, the black and white one. And people would stop and then start to show us their cats and stuff like that, which we were like super excited about, because we'd love to see other people's cats, of course. Like, if you have animals and you come to our booth and you don't show us pictures of your animal, that's heresy. That's bad. But yeah, that was our fun little experience and go through on our first anime convention. So yeah, it was fun. It was exciting. So what do you think? Did I do good? Do I have a cute setup? You like all of the things? Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It was interesting because I got to meet a lot of creators very similar to, I would say, similar to you and your setup and stuff like that. And getting to watch them put all of basically build their entire stand and then put it onto their tables and stuff like that it was like, oh wow, this is a huge process and huge thing to bring all of this in suitcases and get it all put together in like a few hours and then go into selling right away, which is pretty crazy. It is, yeah. I've had experiences over the past year doing like one-off book events and stuff like that. So set up a table, be there for a few hours, and then break down and take off kind of thing. This was much different. Like the endurance that I realized you have to sit at a convention hall for 3 days, possibly like 10 hours a day, is intense. Like it's pretty crazy, and it's fun because you get to talk with a lot of different people and meet new and exciting people coming up to your table and stuff like that. And not to mention all the other creators around you. But yeah, it can be a lot. Like it's pretty crazy. I'm surprised you're awake. Like you must have had a busy weekend getting everything taken down, and then I'm surprised you're not passed out. I probably still haven't recovered, and it's like I'm barely getting there to the recovery stage, but I probably should have slept all of Monday. That's what I probably should have done, just to regain all of my energies. I slept early last night because I was so pooped. Now we're back. That's funny. Yeah, that's the way to do it. I think ours on Sunday ended at 5 o'clock. We got home about 6 o'clock, or we had to be out by 6 o'clock with all of our cleanup. And like we were supposed to have a podcast episode that night, and we're just like, nope, there's no way we're going to be able to muster the energy for that. So, but we're back and working on things, and we're getting done with a lot of stuff. So it was a good show. I learned a lot. I got to meet a lot of people. We did sell a fair amount of stuff. Learned how to do the taxes part of it, since we were on a temporary business license because we don't have our own. Which was not as scary as I thought it was going to be. So for any makers out there who are thinking about doing this type of thing, the taxes thing is not as scary as you think. It's actually pretty easy. Your totals, sales, multiplied by the sales tax of your state.
Sunny Sharks,
pretty easy.
Pet the assistant.
Yay, pet the assistant. We can check on our assistant today. We were able to finish our treat for our friend for Sora last week, or 2 weeks ago. So we have a new assistant. We have Patch, who's our assistant. So, and he's just hanging out in his little bed, tucked in. This is his job now. 19 years old, just asleep. Sleep and eat. Those are his two things he does. Yeah, he's cute. I know, now that I've got some work done on book 3, I have to start looking at doing some not necessarily promotion, but starting to hint at our new character that's coming. So I may need to, I gotta do some work on that at some point. The end of the year here is kind of crazy. I took on one more event that I'm gonna do here in a couple weeks. Not this week, but next week, which I wasn't expecting to do, but I decided to do it anyways. So I'm trying to figure out time. Time isn't, when you're doing a bunch of this stuff and doing events and things like that, especially at the end of the year, figuring out time to then make sure you manufacture or get all your stuff made, have items for stuff, and also put on top of that, continuing to write and illustrate and put together all publication of the books and stuff like that. Definitely a lot. I'm trying to figure out what the breakdown of all of that is. So I'm still working on it though. We'll see what happens. But no, we had a good time. It was fun. I've got lots more pictures I can share. Ooh, I can bring that up too. Do you want to see some more pictures? I have some more pictures. Do you have time to see more pictures? Would you like to see more pictures? Let's see. How do I? There we go. I did it. Let's see. Let's just make a copy of this real quick. We've been having a lot of power outages and stuff lately, so things have been fun and weird at the same time. Okay, I got that set up just in case we want to put up some more photos and stuff, which I do have. Now I'm ready. I do have, so last week, I think I was on Friday, I had some contact from a local author that had some questions about different aspects of publishing and stuff like that. And I talked about them for about an hour on stream last week. Hopefully they will get to see that video. I sent that to them, but they have some more questions, so I need to figure out whether or not I want to talk about them on stream here or not. Let me see if I can find them. Yeah, I think I hit some of the topics of the questions. Oh yeah, here there. Okay, I found them. Yay. So I thought I would start a little bit with that today and then go from there, unless there is anything else that people would like to do. Good morning, Sonny. Thanks for coming in. How are you, sir? Also, for anybody that is coming in here that's new or not new, I also updated the Twitch panels at the bottom of the stream. So if you scroll down, I added some more information about how our advertisements work and what to expect every hour when those advertisements pop off and stuff like that. So I had seen I was watching Sage's stream, I think it was last week, and he talked about something like that, and it sparked an idea in my head, and I was like, oh, I should put the ads information in that panel. This way it's always there for people to look at and see. And I can still do my little spiel when those ads pop up, but it's always there as a backup kind of thing, and I can always point people down to that information if they need it or would like it. I thought it was a good idea, but okay. So let's talk about books and publishing, and make sure my music is still running accordingly. Yep. Okay. Thought it died for a second there. So my main questions are, I'm reading from the questions now. Is 38 pages, including back matter, a solid length for a picture book? I think I touched on this a little bit last Friday. The standard number of pages on a children's picture book that most companies, most big publishers prefer is 32. I think, I don't know why exactly. There's probably some long explanation on the multiplication of how that works. 16, 32, 8, 4, whatever it is. It just works out exactly how they want it to as far as price and stuff like that. But basically any multiples of 4 that you can do. So 38 fits within that. No, 38 does not fit in that. So, oh no, 38 fits in that. That's, hold on. My brain's thinking real quick. 32 is the standard. That's what my book is. Plus 4 would be 36. So 36 would be the next one you would want to try to hit at. And then 40, 44, 48. Onwards and onwards. So if you're going to take pages away or add pages, you preferably would want to do it in multiples of 4 for printing reasons. Otherwise, you're going to end up with blank pages, and you do have to count in some of your blank pages as well, and how you want to do that. Now, depending on who your manufacturer is, if you go with like an independent publisher manufacturing, however, you might have inlet or inlay pages. Those are the ones that go on to the actual cover, depending on if it's a, well, I guess the question is it hardback or soft cover? I always talk in terms of hardcover because that's what mine are. All of that stuff has to be calculated. So talking to your manufacturer and making sure that you know what all of the details are that you need in order to make sure that your pages start on the right spot, your inlays and outlays are correct, and that you don't have any blanks. That's important. For me and what I've got set up, I've got it pretty standardized where I have these 32 pages, 1 through 32. You can see number 32 is a no print area. I'll zoom in for you. Number 32, no print area. Number 1 is a no print area. Those are the ones that overlay into the book. Number 2 is our copyright page. Number 1 is our title page. This is just, like I said, just for me. Every book is a little bit different in how you want to set it up and put it together. Now I also have, because through Ingram Spark, I can't do any printing on the inlays and outlays of the book. I have I think I have an extra blank page based on or how they put it together. Which is fine by me because I typically, when I do my signings and stuff, I like having that blank page because I can put my stamp and stuff on it and do some coloring and it just gives me a little bit more room to have some fun with some of that stuff. So, but yeah, definitely 38 is going to be a little bit of a weird number as far as printing, because you're probably going to end up with a couple of extra blank pages. So whether or not you want to fill that with something or add, or just leave the blanks, that's up to you. But yeah, you will have 2 left over. Generally the way that works is, let's see if I can create an example here. Oh no, I need something to draw on. This is the reason why I like doing. Okay. I love doing this on stream just because then I could make some examples. I can draw out like a whiteboard. Okay, so imagine this is your book. This is your spread of your book here. We'll just put this back behind because that's like, pretend that's the cover. We'll even make it a gray color so that we can. Okay, fine. We'll go a little bit more realistic. Hey, there we go. Okay, so imagine this is your book. This is your cover laying flat on the table, and this is your right page. This is your left page. So imagine page number 2 and page number 3. Okay, 2 and 3, which means number 1 would actually be on this back side. And do I have? Oh, I know what I have. Where is it? There it is. So on this side, can I change the color of that, please? Make that red. On this back side, that would be page 1, and then on this side would be page 4. So as much as it looks like 2 pieces of paper, you have 4 images going onto the page, because they're printing front and back on each of those, because this is one whole sheet that is going to be folded in the middle. So that's why they always tell you multiples of 4 whenever you're doing your book layouts, your setups, your page numbers and stuff like that. Is you're going to, every time you add 1 page, you gain 4 total. If that makes any sense. I hope that makes sense. The other way I can show this, I could steal the camera real quick, and I can bring that up as well. Okay, give me 1 second. So we're going to do some finagling real quick. Okay, hold on I'm setting up some examples. Yeah, this will work. Okay. Okay, so this is my book, right? So if you look right down here where our pages are all bound together, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about these 2 pages right here. I gotta back up a little bit. Yep. These 2 pages, they are one single print. This is one whole layout here. So when you add, say, this page to it, you're actually getting this one, and that one. So always in multiples of 4, because this is one solid sheet. They print this whole thing and then they fold it and put it into the book to glue it. So if you're publishing, looking to write a book or anything like that, you always have to try to remember the basic concepts of how the books are printed and put together too. I think that's a lot of steps that people don't know about when they go through, and then they end up with like 38 pages or something like that, and they end up with extra blanks lying around because they weren't supposed to have that. But Ingram does this interesting thing where I don't get the option to do printing on this sheet here, which like a lot of new professional, like super professional books do. They give you these inlays to print on, but this is what glues together with the main body of the book. You can see it kind of, see if I can get that in there. Yeah, see how it goes across the cover, glues to that first body of the page, and then loops back out. So they give you an extra blank anyways on this type of printing. They also do it in the back as well. That's how they link everything together for the binding. That's what gives it that little space right there in between. So knowing that so that you can calculate out your page numbers correctly is super important. Hopefully you're able to hear part of that because I'm a little bit farther away from my microphone, but okay, I gotta go put our assistant cam back. I'll be back. Okay, I did it. I'm back. So definitely check that out. You can get away with 32. Some publishers, some printers, they will work with you on that. It just depends on what level of work or not compromise, where you work together on something. I forget the word. What your contract is, if you're doing all self-publishing, then you kind of have to make some adjustments, compromises on certain things to make it kind of work. So I had mine. I figured out mine by getting all of my layouts and stuff put together, and then having sample copies. I bought 3 or 4 sample copies. I would buy one, see what it came out, be like, okay, needs some adjustments, make some adjustments to the files and stuff like that, submit them, get another one, print it, have it sent to me, look at it, and like I did that 4 times just to get it to where I wanted it to be and made sure it was all good. So that was important. Okay, let's see. Overall formatting and flow, especially with a mix of vignettes and full page illustrations. I think for me, I have a little bit of a different setup than a lot of other publishers and stuff like that. Because my style is very much, I wouldn't say very much comic style, but because I'm emulating a lot of manga and anime and comic and graphic novel stylings, I create all of my pages as individual squares. So you can see here, this is just one whole square page that I put together. Let's actually bring up one of those pages real quick. You can see the Illustrator file based off of that. Oop, there we go. So I have mine set up to be square pages in that way. It makes it simpler and easier for me to be able to get my books. I would say it makes it a little bit faster and easier. Because I don't have to cut any of the pages in half. I don't have to worry about too much of the information that goes into the middle where the pages are seamed together getting eaten up, because I'm not doing full page spreads. And what I mean by full page is 2 whole illustrations left and right for both pages. I'm doing all of mine individually, so it kind of depends. When I submit my files, let me look at it real quick. When I do the cover has to be submitted as one whole piece. But when I submit the PDF for the pages, they all have to be cut up into individual square pages, and then and they have to be numbered and in order correctly, and then submitted to Ingram Spark, and then they put them in the right order and print them correctly to make sure that everything is where it needs to be. So doing each one individually like this and structuring them like this, where there's just one page per, it helps a lot with that for me. Otherwise, I'll show you the other covers. Let's look at book 2. This is kind of the idea of what a spread would look like. You have both pages on one document next to each other. Like this has to be submitted for the cover in order to print it correctly, because they print this whole sheet all at one time. So a lot of places want you to do it this way. A lot of places want you to break each page down into its own. It just really depends on who you're working with and how you're doing it, and knowing what each of their formatting looks like and what they expect and want. So Dreamer has contributed 1,570 total to the special treat for. Oh, thank you, Dreamer. We can check on our assistant real quick. Oh, yep, he's up in his little perch. He's doing his thing. So as much as I would love for there to be a one-size-fits-all for all of these little things, there really isn't. You really kind of have to. You have to work through and figure out, either work with the company and talk to them, or if they have resources online, go through and figure out all of what they expect and want for their files and things like that, and their formatting. So each one is a little bit different and independent. So you kind of have to juggle a little bit and figure out some of that stuff. I think the key takeaway is kind of understanding the principles of how the manufacturing actually works. So for me, I came into this process and I understood a lot of how books were bound together and how the actual manufacturing comes about. So that helped me out a whole bunch to know that. And working like yearbook when I was a kid, and then doing some illustration projects throughout the years before I started doing these books, gave me that little bit of information to know about some of those things. That and just doing deep dives on the internet and like I normally do about print presses and stuff like that. But because I've always been fascinated with presses and printing and stuff like that. But yeah, so I think I wish I could give you a little bit more advice on this, but unfortunately it's too individualistic, and every printer, every distributor, every publisher and stuff like that, they all do things just slightly different from each other. Ingram does it different than Amazon does it. They're very similar, but a little bit different. Barnes & Noble has their own press. They do it a little bit different. There are independent presses that do things way differently. There are also hybrid publishers and stuff like that, and presses that do things even more differently. So it really, 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 really depends. You kind of have to work with them a little bit and see what's going on. Font choice and readability for young readers. This one's an interesting one that I try to work pretty hard on to make sure that my stuff is readable. Coming from a designer background, and working on graphics and things for the past, almost 10 years now, and going through art degrees and stuff like that. Typography is a very interesting medium because it has the potential to bring people into your stories, or to really push them away. And that's kind of a hard spot to be in, especially if you don't have leanings towards art and design and things like that. It may be more foreign than you realize. I've had to explain some of this stuff to Dreamer as I've gone through this process when she's come over and looked at some of the work that I've done and be like, why don't you do XYZ? It's like, well, I can do that. I can have this fancy dancy font and do all of this cool stuff. But if you can't see it from a mile away and read it, or even see it from 2 feet in front of you and then be able to read it, it's really not worth a whole bunch. I mean, it's hard. I don't know how many times that I've had like a cursive font up on my screen and one of my kids has come up and been like, what does that say? And be like, that's not the font then. If you can't read it, then it's not worth it. So there are a lot of beautiful and fancy fonts out there, but you have to find the one that kind of works really, really well for you. So these fonts that I have, let's see if I can open this up real quick. I think is it this one? Okay, it's this one. Well, let me select it. There we go. So this Half True Stories, I don't know, even the title one. This one is a font that I bought. It's called Anime Ace. And you do have to, if there are fonts and things that you want to use on your projects that are not inherently built into the applications that you're using to create your books and stuff like that, you do have to go pay for them. Like, I had to go, when I wanted to use this special font, I went to the person that created the font. They had a website. I was able to purchase a license to be able to use it for my books, for my media, and things like that. So make sure that you are taking the time to do the research into the fonts and things that you want, and not just taking whatever is on your applications and just using it. Some places, I think that's okay. I think all of the fonts on Canva that are not paid, that are free, those ones are free to use in that way. I think most of the fonts in Adobe products are free to use, licensed to use for free. But even then I double checked to make sure, because like I used this one, Marker Felt, for the main title here, the Stitched Tales, and that was one that came with the Illustrator program, and I wanted to make sure, so I went and looked up to see who owned it and whether or not it was free, and that one was licensed by Adobe, so they give that one out for free to use. So understanding that there is some legality in some of those things in fonts, definitely worth keeping an eye out and understanding. I tend to pick stuff that is, like I said, more readable, rather than going crazy or doing some weird. Let's see if I have a weird example of a font like this. Like, that's really, really hard to read. Like, nobody's going to want to try to figure that out. And if your book is about trying to solve mysteries and piece things together, that might be a good way to do it. I'm not sure. It really depends. It depends on what you want, what the vibe is that you would like to have, if it fits with the story and stuff like that. But yeah, it really depends. Let's see, what else? Whether I should tighten the layout or edit story to keep the page count concise. I think that kind of leads us into what I'm working on today, which is a good segue for what's going on, which is perfect. So this is my layout. These are all the pages that I'm currently have started for my illustrations. And you can see I have basically all of my illustrations started in some way, a lot of actions and things happening and things going on. Not everything is finished here, so I have moved on to the editing and revision state of this part of the book process. If you've been around for any of my other streams, you saw some of the rewrites that I was doing on the fly while I was doing some of these illustrations, especially down here with pages 18 and 19. This one definitely had some big changes and stuff like that. I took some of the, that's way too far away. I took some of these other pages like 20, 21 and pushed them down so that it compressed some of these together in order to make some more room. I think I gained 1 or 2 pages up here near the end of the book, which gave me more room to tell out the back end of the story. So those were on the fly revisions that I did, but now I'm in the state where I get to go through and look at each of the pages, which I do need to go and save out all of the most current versions of these pages, but go through and read through the actual story, how it's supposed to be read, and make sure that it flows correctly. It hits all of the points and the beats that I want to hit, and that the actions and the words and stuff match what the illustrations are putting out there, right? So that's kind of where I'm at, and then I get to add a little bit of extra pieces in on the illustrations and stuff as well. So that's where I am at in the process. That is the plan to go forward for the day. At the moment, we do have about 6 minutes before our first break comes up here. Hopefully I haven't talked your ear off too much. If I did, you're welcome. But yeah, just some questions from the wild blue yonder, from our friend online. Let's see if there are any other questions here. Oh, I think the last question that I got, are you a member of any writers guilds or authors groups in Nevada? Yes, I had a Canva question. Oh, okay. Yeah, hit me up with the Canva question. I'll answer this other one and then we'll do the Canva question. I am part of a writers group, I guess 2 technically. The Sierra Arts literary community. I think I don't know if I brought their website up last time. I think I can bring that up real quick. Hold on. Properties. Where is Safari? There we go. Hey, there we go. So Sierra Arts program here. Let's go into not pressing a whole bunch of buttons, just randomly. Here we go. Sierra Arts Foundation, the Sierra Arts literary community of writers, poets, illustrators, book lovers, and literary enthusiasts. Their next meeting will be Sunday, December 7th from 2 to 3:30. That would be a really good one to go and see. Lots of local authors show up for this one. You can work and talk with people. They have different like writing groups you can get into, manuscript opportunities and stuff like that. Definitely worth checking out for sure. Let's see, where's the other? A lot of this also focuses more on novels and stuff like that, but there is a group afterwards that you can stay for. There's a meeting right after this for children's book authors as well. And I do attend those, so we can talk at those as well. What is it? It's the SCW. Let's see. There it is. SCBWI Nevada. So there is a Society of Children's Book Writers and Illustrators. That's what that acronym means. Here in Nevada, and they do meet every month right after those Sierra Arts literary community meetings. So if you are interested in getting some more information or talking to people and connecting with me, because I go to those meetings as well, or any of the other local authors and stuff like that, that would be a great place to connect. That one also connects to the High Sierra Writers Facebook group, which is available for people to go and join and have access to all kinds of different things. But if you're looking for community events, if you're looking for connections to all the different areas of Reno and stuff like that, those places are probably your best bet at the moment. Hopefully we're going to be able to expand and do more stuff. This company or this organization, this SCBWI, this is an international company, and there are meetings in Los Angeles and New York and stuff like that. This is just our local chapter that we have here, and there's one here in Reno and there's one in Las Vegas as well. So definitely check that out. We are 1 minute and 40 seconds away from our first ad break here. So let's get rid of this stuff. Let's see what Sunny says. When you add a square shape to your canvas, are you able to add a border to it? I was having issues trying to find a border option. Oh, okay. Let's bring up Canva. Boop. So let's pick a shape, square. As long as it's selected here, you should be able to add up in the top part of the menu bar, add a weighted stroke to it on an individual piece like this. If you have multiples of them, you should be able to select all of them. You should be able to add the weight to them as well. Either way. You can make them dotted lines if you want. Bigger, smaller, smaller there. But yeah, that's how you add the stroke to an object. It's a little menu up here in the top. Yeah, you can also bend corners. I love doing this one because I like to round off my corners. Make my squares a little softer in that way. You can also change how many sides are on it. So all kinds of different options up there in that menu bar, but you can throw your table all you want. All right, stream, we are heading into our first ad break, so let's pause right here. And then when we come back, we will keep working on it. If you want more information about the ad break, there's information down in the stream for you now in our panel, so check that out. And then we'll be back. Sunny, if you have more questions, I'll be happy to answer them while we're in our one-on-one time here. So, but I'm gonna go grab something to drink. I will be right back. Let's go to our live assistant cam. He's still sleeping, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hang out here for a minute, and then we'll be back here after our ads run. Thanks for sticking around. See you in a minute. Okay, Sunny, I'm back. I was following step-by-step instructions for ChatGPT, and it was like, add a border. I'm like, I don't see one. Ah, yes. The only caveat to that is that not all images, not all things are created equal when it comes to Canva and adding a stroke to them. So once we get back from our break, I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. The objects like those squares, all of those shapes, you can add a stroke to them easily. But the images that you bring in and some of the other graphics and stuff like that, it does not work the same. It's not like Illustrator or Photoshop where you can cut out an object and then, unless you have the, well, I guess technically it might be able to work, but if you're just using the free version and you don't have the cutout option, I don't know, we'll play with it. We'll see what we can do here in a minute. You saw him, he woke up for a second when I went out to the garage to grab some orange juice because we needed some more in the house. But okay. Let's go back over to Canva for a second here. Okay, so you saw our little squares here that we can add our strokes to, right? Bigger, smaller. You can also change the colors of them if you want. That's that second color, stroke color that pops up there. But if we take an object like, let's say this little red bird here that I made. If I want to add the stroke, so it gives us the option up in the top corner again to add the stroke, but when I add it, it adds it around the box. So this is what I saved the bird in, was a clear PNG, but it doesn't know the borders around the bird. So it doesn't put the thing or the circle around him. It puts it around the frame, I guess you would say. So that's one thing you have to watch out for. There's a workaround for this. So we can get rid of this stroke here. If you go into edit and then over onto the left, there's an FX panel that says shadow. It gives us different options. Oh, why did it select that? I want the bird. Okay. So I can put like a glow around the bird if I want to. I can do a drop shadow. But there's also one called outline. And the outline actually works to go around your PNGs, your clear PNGs in the middle. So that's an option as well to be able to do what you want to do. The third one is, let's see, what are some of my... Guess it's graphics. That's the new one. Okay. So last week we had this like little warning sign for the power outage that we had. Same thing. If I wanted to put a stroke on this, it's going to go around the entire object, not tight around these little curves and stuff like that. So that's another one you have to kind of watch out for. I do believe if it has the option to put a shadow on it. God dang it. Did it again. Why it keeps picking the background instead of the object. Yeah, you should be able to do this one. Yeah, that's correct. So different places to find the option that you want for what you're working with. Some of these other stuff like stickers or any of the animated stuff, it won't give you those options. So let's see. Like this guy, it will not give you the edit option, and it should give you this, but it's going to put it around the outside. So you just kind of have to play with some of the effects and stuff like that to see whether or not it works. So different moving objects, non-moving objects all do different stuff for Canva if you're trying to add a stroke around them, for sure. Hopefully that helps, Sunny. Point you in the right direction. Are you using the free version, or did you end up getting a copy? Brain is processing. You are loading. Okay, you did the free version. Okay, yeah. There's so much you can do with the free version. Like, I ended up getting like a free trial of the pro version, which was nice because it gives you like access to way more graphics and stuff like that. Half of these ones that have the little crown on them, or actually all of them that have the crown on them, that all goes away and you can use whatever you want. But it like there's enough free stuff, and a lot of times you can get close enough with making your own objects and stuff like that from the squares and rectangles and stuff that they have, the shapes, that it works out. I'm trying to think if there's an example of one. I built a couple of them. Gosh, I don't remember which video that was. There was one for St. Patrick's Day that I did. Where are you? Where? St. Patrick's Day. This one? Yeah, I think it's this one. Let's make a copy real quick. Put it up at the top. Okay, so like this little guy, this little pot of gold here, that was a pre-made object in there that I just used. I had this character with his little reading. This castle wall though, I tried to look up like castle wall to just use, and they didn't really have one, so I built this out of all the little objects in all the little blocks. So let me ungroup this. Yeah, so there you go. Now you can see all the little blocks that I put together myself to make that little castle wall in that way. So it just really depends. Like, you have lots of options to build the things that you want. It just, whether or not you want to go through the pain of doing it or not is the question. Yeah, see all these little individual blocks that make up this wall. This one. All these little turrets up here, yep, those are all individual blocks on top of that. So it just depends. And then the little bagpipe, that was a pre-made one as well. And then the flag was one I made myself as well. Yeah. Let's see, let's get rid of move to trash on that one. Cool. Let's see. I want to go back to Illustrator here. Ooh, that did not. Okay, I'm going to close some of these programs at the moment because something is not happy with me. I think I have too many things running. I think I'm going to quit Google Chrome too, because that got scary for a second that everything was going to crash. I've got all of that shut down. Okay, I think I stabilized it for the moment. Ooh, that got scary for a second. Okay, so what I wanted to work on today is going through. We can get rid of. No, it's already gone. Okay, we can go through and finalize up some of the stuff. So page 3, we still don't have the title yet, but we've got the tape and the packing peanuts, our character, written and illustrated by, this is all standard stuff, our new background, our colors, our squares. I think this is all good. I don't think we need to. Let's move this over.
Sunny_Ruthbet the assistant.
Did I save recently? I haven't really done much. I've been talking more than I've been doing anything else. So I think we're just now getting into actually working. Thanks for reminding me, Inverness. I appreciate that. What we need to do, I don't think I'm quite ready to start doing finalized PNGs yet. So I think we can still work on the temporary folder at the moment. But let's go ahead and export this out since I did change some things. We'll send that to the temporary. We do want to replace it. Okie dokie. I don't know what that was all about. Get rid of that one. Okay, well, let's put this one in here. We're going to change up the size a little bit here. Perfect, so now we can see page 3 there. We're going to embed that. So that one should be good. Let's double check page number 4. Basically, we're going to go through and we're going to update our story layout to make sure everything is correct and up to date. This way I can print out a copy and have it for reference. So I can work on some of the other edits and details and changes that I want to make. Okay, so that one's good. So page 3 can go away. Number 4. Let's get rid of this. Number 4. I missed it, Vern. We were just talking about, I was teaching Sunny how to use Canva. How to put a stroke on an object in Canva. Okay, so that's good. So number 5. Okay, so the question is, I think I want to change the color of this background. Get rid of 4. We should be able to recolor the artwork. I can play with it a little bit here. Don't think I want it. I think I want it still a warm color in that way. That might be too much. Let's go there for the moment. I'm gonna try to figure out the balance. Oh, it's not super hard to learn. Yeah, I agree with that. I think having a background in some of these other programs definitely helps. But he was getting some bad advice from ChatGPT on how to do it. So he asked me instead. I guess it was telling him, just put a... ChatGPT was like, add a border, and you're like, I don't know how. There is no border option. Yeah, it's up in the top. Flip the table. The problem is if I go with a cooler color, it's going to bring the mood down. I don't want to bring the mood down. But I don't want red. Maybe if I go with a pinkish color? Maybe. Because he really loves the boxes. Cats love boxes. I don't know if you all know that, but cats love boxes. That might be pretty good. I do have a pinkish color there. I have a salmon kind of color there. Let's try and see what it looks like. PNG, export, replace. Okay, let's do that. Ooh, like Vern said, let's go ahead and save this real quick so I don't forget and accidentally mess it up. That would be smart. Let's get that temporary file in here. How goes your day, Vern? Everything going good? You working hard? Hardly working? Your photos of the games and stuff that you've been at lately have been fantastic. Cats love invisible boxes too. I put tape down on my floor to visualize dimensions for a hard case for my camera gear. Benelli sat in the box. Yeah, they're weird that way. It's going. I have to get working on the Jeep soon. Aw. Hopefully that's good work. Bad work? If you just say Jeep work, I understand. Having owned a Jeep before, it's Jeep work. I gotcha. Jeeps need lots of work, I know. I don't mind that. That's not too bad. Okay, so let's go number 6 now. Okay, we've got these. We've got shadows. I was going to add a couple other wordings on some of these boxes, but I don't have those quite yet, so that's fine. I've got some background elements here with the window. There's our little bag of peanuts there that I moved around. I definitely want to move some other objects around in behind to fill up some of the space, but we can do some of that later. Let's just export this one as for now. I basically want to get my template all updated, and I did some adjustments and changes to things, but I don't remember if I saved out every page, so I have to do the long version and go through and make sure that and save all of these out new so that I can make sure that they were all updated correctly. Partially why I'm changing the size relationship too. Bet that. Okay, we should be able to move on to number 7 now. And get rid of 6. Changing the real axle shafts out because you wheel hard. Did oil change, rear differential oil change, / inspection, air filter cleaning. Now the actual shafts. I like the negative space in the background on that page. It lets the eye relax for a second. On the previous one or this current one, this number 7? Oh, the boxes page? You mean the stuff back here? Or the window and things? I don't know, I feel like this one's kind of busy, but not like crazy busy. I thought about maybe I have some furniture in... where page is it? This page. I have some furniture in this page that I was debating whether or not to repurpose or grab pieces of it and put it kind of back here, but I didn't want to... Yeah, okay, it's balanced. That's what I thought. I didn't want to like overload it too much, but like not having this window up here at all. Let's see. It was just kind of even more super like boxy. It didn't really give it Like this gives it just a little bit more of airy space, not too much though. Need the window, yeah, that's what I thought. Not to mention I got to put in my little clouds. I made some new clouds, which was fun. Yeah, it sometimes it's like going back and balancing, and sometimes I go a little overboard on some of them. Sometimes I have to rein it in a little bit. Just depends. Just depends. I have, like I said, I have some other wordings that I want to put on these boxes that I want people to notice. And then the flow of our words from top to bottom. Yeah, I might put like a couple picture frames or something on the wall, but probably nothing crazy. We'll get there. I'll figure it out. Let's see. Number 7. Oh, Puppers wants to go outside. Where are we? Let's go to our outside camera real quick. Check on our assistant here. And I will go let the puppers out real quick, and then I will be right back. Please stay tuned. Okay, I have returned. Maybe on the right side would be okay. Yeah, that's about what I was thinking. Is I'm trying to do some. Oh, there she goes. I'm trying to do some hint work on this book. So, book 3 is about introducing our next character. But in order to make that like fun and interesting. Besides just having these cool, like fun actions that are happening, I wanted to put some an underlying story behind part of it too. So like it's a dual story in certain ways. So for anybody who doesn't know, the story of how we got Patch was when Dreamer and I got married. We went and adopted Patch, kind of like, I joke as it's like a wedding gift that I gave to her for our wedding and stuff like that. So we're kind of hinting and alluding to some of that in the story and the imagery that's in the background. So like you were saying, our little boxes and stuff right here, fancy clothes, registry, save the date cards. Those kind of things. Like I got to play a little bit with some of that, so I get to do more of those things throughout the story and then put little pieces in to help hint at some of that. Oh, I don't have it on here. Shoot, I'll have to bring it up. The other one is this one, which is our gold record that we got from our wedding, which has our first dance. Like putting fun little nuggets like that the characters don't really know. Like they're like, yeah, my people, my humans were doing something, but I don't know what it was. And this is kind of they don't know that he was kind of a wedding gift, and he's just a new friend that comes into the family. So I get to play with some of that in this book, contextually and in fun ways. So that's why I'm looking at that little square back there behind in the upper right hand corner. I'm like, I could put a picture frame there with something that has to do with the wedding. Like I could find something, but there. Fun little stuff. Okay, number 7. I do want to play with the color of this one. Recolor artwork. Okay, we are here in the story. We're getting ready to go into some yellows, purples, and then our colors that are going to go up from there. Hey, thanks for putting your points towards our treat for our special little boy. Special patch, our special assistant. Oh yeah, we're on our outside camp. Oh, look, there's Sora. Hi, Sora. She's patrolling. She goes, stop filming me. It's not my month. Okay, we'll go back over to Patch. We're just hanging out. Little guy. I like whenever people contribute their points towards our assistant. I go and check out their camera, see what they're up to. He's just being a little guy. Just hanging out. Let's see. What is our... We've been extra busy lately. Maybe it's about time we get Buns a little surprise. Yeah. What's a good... Okay, so he might not... So this is the funny part about these characters and stuff like that. Sometimes they'll know what the humans are saying, and sometimes they won't. So if I make it kind of a joke that if we say things like treat or food or things like that, or like we said, I think it was in book 2 where I was like, oh, you need a bath. And he freaked out because like he knows the word bath, like most animals know that word. Maybe that's what I'll do is I'll make certain keywords which animals typically associate with. I'll make those the ones that they respond to and understand. But stuff like this where we're talking about nothing specific, maybe he doesn't understand that quite yet. So he doesn't understand what the people are saying. We'll see. He is probably more curious than anything. So what's a good color for curious? That works. Yeah, I think that does work. I think you're right. I think that's the interesting part about trying to not necessarily build a universe or whatever, but kind of come up with the rules that govern your story and govern your illustrations and stuff like that. And partially what truths they actually hold, but which ones you can hold on to and remember and make consistent across the entire story. Yeah, color for curious. And I can change green color to whatever green color I want. Less saturation, more saturation. Yellow probably, or purple is also associated, I think. Let's see, do I have a yellow coming up when he gets the surprise one, so that's on the next page. And I have a purple one that comes up really, I think I went through with figuring out curious colors. I kind of played with that already. Dang it. Maybe that's what I did, or it can be that green, which would be fine. Orange might be okay too. That's the balancing. That's why I was like, oh, okay, the pinkish color would be okay here because he kind of like loves these boxes and kind of that heartfelt color, pinkish color, salmon-y-ish color. I can mess with that a little bit later, but the green ones are the ones that are just like the generic backgrounds. I have to change those, but except for this one, that one's standard. That one stays. I don't mind the green here because we don't really have any other color kind of like that. This one is kind of a greenish yellowish color, but that's because this is a building of anxiety. It goes from that greenish yellow to a yellow to an orange to a reddish, and then a red for the climax of our action stuff. I run into interesting color conundrums where I'm like, okay, this is my wheel. There's not a whole bunch of colors to choose from. There's lots of shades then you can choose from, but like I can do a bluish one if I wanted to. I can even cut out, can make it super light. I want to do brown. Might leave it green. Close to yellow. This is the interesting thing about this third book is that I'm starting to run into, like, the first one I could do colored backgrounds exclusively because most of them were kind of like this, where there wasn't a house and baseboard and carpet. Like, it didn't have really a setting because it was such a new experience for our character that he hadn't fully formed the world around him. But by book 3, he has an understanding of his space and where he lives and the things that are in it and around it and stuff like that. So a lot more of those pop up in each of the spreads and stuff like that. Interesting conundrums to have. I wonder if I go a lighter green. Oops, why did it do that? Oh, did it again. That's weird. Okay, let's reset again. Oh, wow. Let's go neon yellow. No? Yes? No? That sounds right? Don't know why it keeps doing that. I could almost make it the wall color behind here. That would probably be okay as well. Let's see. There it is. Let's try that real quick. So that's the wall color. Yeah, that's correct. I kind of like the green better. It makes him stand out more. Okay, I think we're leaving it as green. The orange that I just put on there and stuff like that, the yellow, it just drowns him too much, especially with this brown box. Because he's a darker character, so it just makes him stand out a little bit more here. Yeah, we're going to save that. The fun part is I can always come back and change it if I change my mind. Which I probably will do. Welcome to Indecision 2025. I'm your host, Tahoe Anime. Oh, that was number 7. I would say for anybody who's watching who's never seen a process like this, it takes time. Like the creative process and putting things together, editing photos, editing videos, any of this stuff, it takes brain power. It takes time and effort to figure out what it is that you're trying to do, and you don't necessarily have to consider all of the possibilities. Like I probably am trying to consider too many possibilities. It's generally my MO. I try to do too much. But it's a lot. It's a lot to figure out and think about and try to put together. Yeah, I think I like that. Yeah, because it's a slightly different green than that, because it's a solid... Okay, yeah. I'm happy with that. Yay! Obligatory save. Making sure. Thank you, Vern, for reminding me of that. It's on my mind again now. Number 8. We need number 8. Number 7. Yeah, I try to keep a lot of this very simplified in a lot of ways. Because I'm a very simple guy. Okay, make sure we have this one correct. 8. And okay, let's go to the surprise. Be number 9. Yeah, once I get all of these, even if they are exactly the same, once I get these all exported out again, then I know they're all up to date. They're all with the current setups and stuff like that, so then I should be good to make more adjustments from there. 8, 9. Basically, we're doing busy work today, is what we're doing. Necessary, not always fun, but necessary, nonetheless. Right, Vern? Gotta do the busy work sometimes. Okay, so that's good. So we should be on to number 10. Strange box my people put on the floor. I wonder what it's for. I think I did want to make a change here. I want to simplify part of this out. There we go. Pull. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna change up a little bit of this. I want to make them a little bit more equal in a certain respect. Yeah. Have fun, Toma. I need to keep working. Okay, thanks for popping by, Vern. I appreciate it. Get back to working hard. I will try my best to do something similar. You know what? I have an idea. Oops. Reflect. Form, reflect. There we go. Let's strip across. Okay, I think that's better. Make it a little bit smaller. Okay, there we go. I wanted it more like a graphical style rather than a direct copy from that other page. I think we already did 9. Yeah, we did 9. So get rid of 9. Do I want to add? I've got the little up symbol here, but it's been moved and manipulated. I can possibly save it out of there. And I think I can take away. Where is that? It's not the, is it the transform? It's not the info alignment. It's not the, oh, it's the properties. Properties? Let's ungroup that for the moment. Oh, that's what it did. Okay, cool. That's what I wanted. How about that? What a strange box my people put on the floor. I wonder what it's for. We're doing that association thing where he's thinking about it in his brain. It's like, this new box does not look like the other boxes that I was playing in. export that out. We'll just leave that other layer locked for the moment. Just fine. Just in case I change my mind, it's already there. Okay, number 10. Like I said, a lot of busy work today. Hopefully on stream. Okay, go. We can get rid of number 11 because I think I changed. That one's saved. Good. I think I changed something in 11 that I never updated. Weird, my people usually let me play in boxes, but this one is all closed up. I feel like, oh, I did. I feel like I've seen one like this before, but I can't remember where. We're alluding to book 1 on this page. Export. The other thing I can do at some point is I can print out all these pages onto normal paper and see how it all flows as in book form. So one of the things that I realized for the second book compared to the first one is I have a pretty solid setup for all of my pages and things like that. You can see my layout here. You can see that I've got all my measurements and everything all set up for everything. It's all pretty much set up for me to be able to just keep making more of these books in the same style, same vein, which is good. Repeatability is good to have. But in order to cut down on having to, since I don't need to order as many preview copies to make sure that everything is lined up and good, since I already had part of that figured out, I still needed samples to be able to flip through and have people look through and look at the text, look at the imagery, look at all the stuff and see whether or not it worked well as a final product. So I started printing out the pages. So I would get done with these pages and I would print them out double-sided and then kind of bind them into my own little book so that I could test out and see how the page flips work, make sure all, just do like a Q&A? No. Quality. Oh crap! What is that? Not Q&D. R&D? No, that's research and development. Whatever the quality checks that they do on it, on different products. That's what I have set up where I print them out myself. Gives me another point of reference to look at things and make sure that it's up to my standards of what I'm trying to put together. Because you know me, I have high standards. 12. And hopefully some of this stuff is not too repetitive. It also helps to have people if you have a sample, for them to look over it and tell you what they think as far as the story, the cadence, like I said, the imagery, all of those things. Make sure all of that works correctly. And if they come back and they're like, oh, this seems like it's repeating too many times, or I've seen this imagery far too many times, then you can make adjustments from there. or you can just roll with it. It just really depends. I think the cool part about doing my own self-publishing is that not everything is going to be like industry standard crisp and clear and perfect and everything like that, because that usually requires a team of people to look over stuff, make decisions, cut, add, things like that. I don't have that. I'm just me, and some of this creative process is a little bit messy, and that's okay. It's okay to be a little bit messy. Shoot, it's probably okay to be a lot of it messy. It just really depends. Get 14. Let's get rid of 14. About 14. There we go. I knew I had changed part of this. Let's go ahead and export that one. So there you go, Sonny. Be messy. It's okay. Messy is a sign of genius. Yes. It's also a sign of being human. But it's a certain kind of messy. Because AI can be messy too, but it's a different kind of messy. It's more chaos messy than it is organized messy. You feel the chaos more with that. Let's do 14. Oh, this song's got words on it. Number 15. Go ahead and export this one. Export, please. Okay. We'll see if I get dinged for this song on Twitch today or not. So the Chill Hop playlists that I signed up for and that I use for my music, they added a new playlist, but a lot of these songs I think are new. So I got dinged for something that was not one of these new songs, which was really weird. Actually, they couldn't classify it, so I don't know why I got dinged for it, but yeah, some of the newer playlists, sometimes they hit and they ding you for some of those. Okay, number 16. Looks like we have about 2 minutes and 30 seconds before our next break here. We probably have enough time to get one more of these in. Export, place. Maybe there's something inside the box. What if it's something dangerous? What if? It could be. It's definitely something dangerous. Bed. Perfect. So we're almost about halfway done with our pages here. Getting them updated. All right. So we are a minute and 20 seconds out from our next ad break. That. We'll do a couple more things and then we'll do the breakdown. 17. This one. Export. Definitely don't want to miss that break though. Oh, I already did 16. I don't want to do 16. I want to do 17. Okay, there we go. All right, so we've got about 30 seconds left here before our next ad break. So let's go ahead and pause here for the moment. We'll leave this one right there. Take that break, watch some ads, pay some bills, go play with the puppies, do some things, check on our assistants. And then we'll come back and we'll keep working on some more of this for the next hour, keep talking about different stuff. If you're here and you're interested about any of the publishing, illustrating, stuff like that, feel free to ask. Otherwise, we will see you here shortly. Bye, everybody. See you in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Hey, look at that. Perfect timing. Mrs. Tahoe came home and the assistant got his a different type of treat that he gets during the day. trying to get him a little more protein and nutrients in his diet. So he saw Dreamer and jumped off of that perch super fast. He's like, oh, fun time. That's okay. Now he's over there yelling at us. Fair enough. Okay, we'll get back to trying to get this matched up here. Get all these exported. Okay, save that one. I think I rewrote this one a little bit, if I remember correctly. 18. Yeah, I did. Okay, good. Like I said, I did a bunch of edits and changes over the last week that I want to make sure that I'm updating for all of my little templates and stuff like that. Okay, 19. Back to 19. 19, there it is. And we definitely changed this one. Export. You know what? Let me try something real quick. Get that lined up. Oh, that won't do me good. Do that for nothing. Okay, so those are updated. Moving on. Okay, page 20. 20. Get rid of 19. Export number.
What you doing?
I'm updating all of my. Dreamer just asked me what I'm doing. Updating all the images on my layout page because I had made changes last week and some of them were not up to date. And I can't remember all of the ones that I changed, so that means all of them need to be updated.
Are you sure?
That's the only safe way to do it. Otherwise, the redundancy will kick me in the butt. I'll be like, oh, I need to change that. And I go and be like, oh, I already rewrote that part. Psst. Didn't need to do anything to that at all. Oops, I did 20 already. I want 21. 21? There we go. 22. It also gives me a chance to go through and change out some of the backgrounds that are just the normal green color that I haven't updated quite yet.
Aren't you adding more to the scenery too?
I'm going to add a little bit more to scenery, but I don't think that's going to happen today. I think that's going to take a little bit more effort and time and setup to get that part done.
Sunny says Messi is the sign of genius, so I must be wrong.
Yep, Sunny is correct. Messi is a sign of genius. That is correct.
I'm a genius.
It means dreamer is definitely something.
Genius?
Yep, that's what I said. You're definitely something. I'm playing with her. She's right here. Shh, don't tell her. Okay, let's export that one. Yeah, you guys get to go on the ride of a lifetime, making sure everything's up to date and adjusted correctly. Hey, there's a puppers inside now. What's it like being married to a genius? Amazing. Okay, 24. Geniuses don't get as much free food as you do, though.
Huh?
Geniuses don't get as much free food as you do, though.
What do you mean? Why not?
Like, you can be genius or you can be pretty. You can't be both.
I'm both.
Can't be both. Gotta pick which one you want to be.
I'm a beautiful genius.
I'm a beautiful genius. No, the saying is a beautiful mind. That's not the same thing.
I'm a hot body.
This is one that I changed too, because I changed the eyes of our background character. Buttons in the background. That one definitely needed to be updated. Yes, 25 is our next big one. 45. Oh yeah, see, look, I already changed the background of this one as well. See, I knew I had a bunch of updates that I had done that I had not updated yet. A bunch of changes that I had not updated on our layout. Okay, 25. Maybe I don't think I finished this one yet, though. Maybe I did. That one definitely needs some background, some extra pieces in it. Okay, 25. Let's go ahead and save this real quick before I forget or lose it or power knocks out or anything weird happens. Okay, 26. On the docket. Temp. Sport. Place. That. What number are we on? 26? Okay. 27. We're almost there. We're almost there. Okay, so this is the other one. This is the other one I want to change the background on. This is actually... This is a triple background I gotta change. Okay, no gradient, so that's good. Let's go ahead and look at the trim view so I don't get confused by all of the other stuff that I've got going on. Recolor. Kind of want to go with a cooler blue color. Don't understand why it does that. I want those words, I want his joke to stand out. I don't know if blue's the right color for it. We have a blue there for when he's doing his little ice cold. So I don't think blue is the right one. Hey button. I see. Maybe an orangish color. All recolor artwork. There we go. Kind of lose buttons words though in that color. If I go too bright orange, it washes everything. Don't think I want to do yellow. Yeah, so green and orange kind of wash the scene a little bit. Already have kind of that salmon color. It's not anxious. E. It's too bright. Do green, but it has to be a different type of green. Let's see. We have this green we need to change out as well. I'd have to change the salmon color there. Color is one of those interesting ones where you really have to, if you want a whole bunch, you have to play with it and figure out what you're looking for. I did the one brown page over here for the box idea. Don't want to do blue because that's too cool of a color. Don't really want to do purple. Oh yeah, let's just go do that. Oops, I want to do that. I can do advanced color options. This is all the same. And I can change more of the. That's the saturation. I already had a blue really, really close. Do you think we might have to go like an orangish, yellowish kind of color for this one? Just possibly. Ooh, I don't mind that color. Question is it too close to the other salmon colors? Definitely too close to that one. Pretty close to pink too. Is that okay? I have an orange color there already. Let's see, what's color for mischievous? What's a mischievous? Okay, so like a blue is a mischievous color. Oh, they actually have a hex code color for mischievous? Interesting. Oh, mischievous is green. Oh, so maybe that one does need to go back to green. Okay, let's leave this one. Let's leave this one this color because I'm okay with this at the moment. Temp. I'm not a color theorist by any means. I don't know all of that. Kind of wish I did. I'm kind of glad I don't sometimes. Just depends. Okay, we want to go back to 25. I want to change that out. Yeah, let's change that back to, well, not back to, let's look at other colors. Why am I keep pressing the wrong thing? Edit colors, recolor artwork, advanced options. If I change it enough, so I want our secondary characters' words to pop a little bit. So we need to find a green that allows that to pop. We go too dark, it's funky. Too much saturation. Let's reset that real quick. Don't want to go brighter. I want to keep it light and airy. I could do it like that, maybe? Yeah, that still stands out. Makes the words still stand out. Okay. Let's save that. Let's export that out. Pull that in and look at that real quick. 25, there we go. Okay, yeah. And then I'll change the color of number 29. Okay, let's update 28 real quick. Okay, let's grab that. 28. Good. Okay, 29. There we go. Close that off. Okay, so is it okay if I hang out with you until I get used to this new place? So he's feeling a little anxious. Let's see. For anxiety, colors such as gray and blue are often associated with feelings of distress and calmness, respectively. Gray shades are preferred by anxious individuals, while yellow is preferred by those who are healthy. Blue is known to invoke feelings of peace and can help anxiety. I don't want to relax, I just want to allude to the idea of a little bit of anxiety, anxiousness. Purple, anxious color, I think. We could do like a lighter purple. It's interesting, yeah, they say gray. Gray is the anxious color. I don't want to go gray though. Because we have a little bit of light in here because Buttons is like, oh, I'll take you around. We could suck all the color out of it and just make it gray. That would be kind of a dead color, though. I think we have a pink color there. We have a salmon color coming next, which I might change that salmon color out to a different color. The funny part is, like, I don't have to do anything crazy with it. It doesn't have to have a huge color presence. I think that's the hard balance. Sometimes it's like, okay, I can overdo it with color too. Finding that balance between those two things. Yeah, maybe Vern is right. Maybe a yellow color for this one. Maybe something like that. Got a lot of those same colors right in a row. I think we have a pretty good space and mix of all of the stuff so far. These last four, kind of a little bit difficult. Because we want to show the space. We want to show them in their cuddle spot here. I know I need to change number 30. $28. Let's bring up 31 real quick. 31. Yeah. Why is it so big? Why is it so big? Select. Let's see. Let's find a better. What if I did? Felt marker is this one. Okay, so I don't want to make it smaller. Make it smaller. Okay, there we go. Let's see, point. Can I go smaller? Can I go 0.1? Let me do that. Oh, it will. So okay, there we go. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Hey, there we go. Object, transform, reflect, all the little details, right? Okay, cool. We'll work on that a little bit more later. Let's get this one saved up. Export. I was going to save this page as a surprise for Mrs. Tahoe, but I decided to go through with it. Told her, showed her. He's a special one. 31. There we go. Now it makes more sense. We've got a little bit more context in there. Just have that blank box on the wall. Okay, so now we can figure out 26 and 28 need to stay, but 27, 29, and 30. 25 is fine. A little green. '27 still bugs me a little bit. Let's see. Let's bring up 30 as well. I'd like to get these both figured out before we end our stream today, but I don't know if we're going to get there or not. 27, like I said, is bothering me again. I don't mind the salmon color here. Let's go ahead. That's fine. Let me not save for screens. Gosh dang it, mouse. Export as. Export place. Okay. We're at 30 for the moment. Okay, yeah, let's keep that like that for the moment. Bed. Do like a light blue. That might be okay. Then I still gotta fix the other one. Let's try and see what happens. Like I said, sometimes once I get all of this done and then I print them all out and then I put them into a book and then look at them, walk through them, then all of a sudden I'll see something like, yeah, that's not the right color. That's definitely throwing some stuff off. Okay, yeah, I think I'm okay with that. So the only one that's awkward now is 27. I think that one feels off to me. Let's save that real quick. What is it? Here we go. There we go. I could do a brighter orange now if I wanted to. I think that might do it. Select all. Color. Advanced. Hmm. We introduced a lot of cooler colors in the back end of the book, which is fine. I don't want to do something that drastic. We have drastic up here. I might actually want to mimic this coloring to this. That's what I might want to do. Get rid of 27 for the moment, just so that I don't forget while I'm messing around with this other one. I think it's number 20, number 21. There we go. I wonder. Ooh, I kind of like that a little bit better. Why are those dots dark though? Oh, because I had to change them for... That's right, that's right. Oh, I could just do that. Ooh, I kind of like that better. I kind of like that way better. This is what I'm talking about. A little bit of changes, little revisions, edits. Trying different things. Sometimes you stumble into some stuff that's more fun. Feels like it fits better. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. Because those two pages are spread across each other, so... Oh yeah, that's so much better. Oh, I love that. Yay! Like I said, happy, like Bob Ross, happy little accidents sometimes. I think the only other thing I can do for that one is on number 21. 21. Can I take that color, copy it, move it from there, put that here. There we go. So now that should match the other one. Let's go ahead and export that one. So I may not have like spreads in the traditional manner where like the imagery goes across the two whole pieces, but sometimes my colors are match the spread going across. Let's see. 21. There we go. Like I said, edits and adjustments. That's all part of the game. Yeah, so now like technically if we move this one over, see how the still got a little black. Yeah, see how the gradient kind of shifts across on it. The seam. Yeah, I like that better. That feels more cohesive and more like a block altogether, which it should. I believe it should. I believe in a thing called love. Okay, so 27 is the only one that's tripping me up right now. If I can get 27 kind of figured out, then I kind of have all of the colors and backgrounds and stuff pretty much down. Just kind of depends on what I want to do here. I have an orange color there, but that's for the anxiety part. This book's all about anxiety. Maybe that's what it is. How to manage and understand anxiety. Book 3. Yeah, I need a color for this. Did blue already. Got a salmonish color coming up. Tried to do, like I could do like a yellowish color. Yellow is hard, especially with the dots the way I have them set up. It's almost too bright. Let's try that. Let's play with. Those are those ones. Those ones. Select all. Do something like that. Let's put it in our template and see how it looks. 427. Fine. It's almost too bright. 27. Yeah, it's too bright. I can tell already. I mean, it's not horrible. Actually, it kind of matches this surprise one over here a little bit. Okay, so I don't totally hate it. I'm not thrilled with it, but I'm not hating it. Gives us lots of color, variation, difference. It's bright, it's cheerful. That might work. I think that might work. Let's go ahead and save this here. Yeah, I think that does a lot of the things that I want it to do, so. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, we are down to our last ad break. I was able to make it just in time. Oh, where'd my... Has my character been gone this whole time? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I've been missing this whole time. I didn't know if you know this, but I've been here the whole time. Okay, we're back. Hey, and Patch is in his little perch. He's back. He got his little treat. Now he's happy and hanging out. Okay, so we're gonna have to figure out, once we get back from our break on Canva, how we're going to log some of this progress today. That's gonna be the interesting thing. Switch back over here. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to go through and figure out how we did on some of the stuff. I know, like page 7, we can definitely increase. Page 8, we didn't really do much with. I think that one should be okay, so we can definitely say we've pushed that one up to where it needs to be. No rewrites on that. And definitely a few of the other ones. 10, we did some changes on. That one's fine. Yeah, we'll go through after we get back from this break and we'll assess some of the... Oh, you guys are not even seeing what I'm seeing. That was weird. Huh, there we go. So we'll take a break here for the minute. Let's go back over to our live cam. And then we will come back, do our little progress page updates, and then we will roll up for the day. So if you have anybody that you would like us to raid or would be interesting to go check out their streams, please let me know, and then we'll go from there. Cool. I'll be back in a minute. Our assistant has been moving around a whole bunch, so
Just
he just follows Mrs. Tahoe all over the place. Did he leave you? He did leave you, didn't he? He's back over there again.
he just needed screaming.
He just needed to come scream at you and then... Okay. We are back here. Our assistant has vacated his hovel. Dreamer had come through, so he followed her around. That's okay. All right, so let's look at our progress for the day. We definitely figured out the background for 7 needed to be green, so we definitely can be okay with that one. Let's go up to 7. Okay, I think that one's pretty dang close now. Number 8. We didn't change anything on that one because we didn't need to. That one should be okay. Let's at least go up to like 50%, give or take. We made some adjustments to 10. 10 is still good. Let's see, we did 25. Go to number 25. We adjusted that green color so that we could get that figured out. So we're a little bit further on that one. We adjusted the color on 27. So we needed to mess with that a little bit. We messed with the color on 29 as well. We didn't change 30. We didn't change any other colors. Oh, except for 20 and 21. We did do a little bit on those. So let's... I think those two feel really good now. I think those ones are near done for sure. 21 and 22. I believe those are the two. Oh no, 20 and 21. Sorry, 22. You gotta go backwards. 20 and 21. Those ones are nearly done. 22 has always been really close to being done as well. Some of these will just get finished once I get to that stage where I'm like, okay, these are even like these ones, number 22 and stuff like that. I'll just be like, oh, that one's done, and just it gets to a point where it's like, okay, we're good on that. Let's do. Sometimes you just have to be done. That's okay. Which page 2 at? Page 2. Page 2 has always been nearly done. And page 1. Which one's page 1? Is page 1 a dead page? No. That one's special. I have to do some work on that one. That one is almost done though. Go back to our template. Duplicate that over. Okay, there we go. Now we've got all the green stuff on the board, so a lot of finalizing, maybe some things that need to go back a little bit, depending on what they need adjustments for. Some reassessment on some of that stuff for sure. And then we should be pretty good. That's what we've got here. Getting the colors adjusted was a huge deal today. Maybe some micro adjustments that need to happen with some of those, but like we're looking pretty colorful. We're looking pretty fun here. Right in the same vein of the way I have things structured on the other books. So I think we're right in the ballpark for sure. Wait, why did my music stop? Oh, did my headset die? Hold on. God damn it. Somehow my stuff took over. I don't know. The music may be coming through two places at once at the moment. Yippee skippy. Hold on. Working through a problem, an error here. I don't know what's going on now. Okay. Okay. I think we're... Oh. Nope, it broke something else. God dang it. Okay. Now we're back. We're ready to close up today. Everything's breaking now, so it is time to be done for the afternoon. Thank you to everybody who came by and who hung out for a little bit. Thank you, Sunny. Thank you, Inverness. Thank you, Sundere Sharks. Thanks all of you. Thank you, Dreamer, for coming by and hanging out for a little bit in the stream. I will be back on Wednesday for more. We probably won't work on book stuff on Wednesday. Wednesday, we might work on some more items for my upcoming... I've got another upcoming event that I'm going to go do. So I definitely want to make sure that I've got some new stuff for the holidays put together compared to the Halloween stuff that I did last time. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to work on Wednesday. So if you are interested in those things or want to see the illustrations that come about from that, or you have more questions about publishing, writing, illustrating, any of those things for kids' books, please let me know. Feel free to hit me up on any of my social media stuff or send me a direct message. Right now I'm answering them on stream, which has actually been kind of fun to be able to talk about those things at length. So other than that, have a wonderful rest of your week. Don't push yourself too hard. It's only Monday. And then we will see you hopefully on Wednesday. But have a good day. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.